All right, Mr. Mackey Award semifinalist. Where were you found out about it? What were your thoughts, and who's your first text and phone call?
I actually found out like the morning of. My Coach Wallace called me, and I just actually a couple of people found out before I did. So it was on Twitter, the usual. Just find out over social media, but it was a good acknowledgement and really something to keep motivating me to make it to the top of that list. So.
I was looking at some of your stats. I think the last 5 games, you've been on a little bit of a roll, like 31 catches, almost 400 yards. That's going back from the Maryland game to last week. I mean, what's been clicking for you to maybe really get you on track here this last month and a half or so?
I think for me, something that really helps me get going is just repetitive receptions. So just get me the ball, or even if I'm not getting the ball, just constantly the quarterback getting in the flow so that he feels comfortable spreading it out to whoever he can. But as long as I'm repeatedly getting receptions and I can also get in my flow, just like a quarterback, he's got to throw. I got to get my hands right, ready to catch it wherever it is. So I think that's something that I've put my focus on.
You're coming up to the end of your career, whether it's 2 games or 3 games left. But have you given much thought to that this is you're at the end of the runway a little bit with your college career?
It hasn't really hit me yet, for everyone. I'm sure they don't really realize it until it gets about this time, maybe a little closer, or it's as soon as it happens, it hits them. But I think I've started to think about it, and I know I probably won't be prepared for it to think that I'll never play college ball again. But it's been a blessing to be a part of this program, and wouldn't have it any other way. So.
What things that come to mind when you start reminiscing a little bit about your college career?
Just the player that I came in as and the player that I had the opportunity to leave as. So I'm trying to leave a legacy here and make my family, make this program proud. In whatever way I can do that, I'm definitely going to try my hardest to do it. So I think I've done a great job of just becoming a Boilermaker. I'd say that's the best way to put it. And even off the field, just this program and the sports and academics has built me into who I am. It's just a special program like you're not going to find it anywhere else.
Safe to say you came in as a basketball player, but you left as a football player?
No, basketball is always in the heart, but yeah, I'm leaving as a football player. I'll be leaving as a football player.
Hey, do you realize you're, I think, number 3 in the nation among tight ends and receptions?
Oh, I did not. I did not realize that. They need to start getting tight ends the ball more then, I guess. I don't know. But that's a good stat to have. So.
How's Aiden handled this instant success?
I think he's done a great job. It's a lot of pressure, especially just being the 3rd string or 4th string backup, whatever you want to call him. He's stepped up to the call, and he's here to get the job done. So we're all going to rally behind him and just be the best that we can be as a team on his back. And if he's distributing the ball and he knows what he's doing his job the best he can, then I'm pretty sure we're going to have a good chance to win any game we want. So.
What stands out about just his demeanor or things like that?
It's weird because he hasn't been in the position he's been in, but yet at the same time he's back there just like, getting the calls and just chilling like he's been there before. It's crazy. And even when he throws, you can tell he's just got it naturally. The balls are always perfect spiral. They're always where they need to be. He's consistent. So for a 3rd string, whatever, I don't know why he was, but I guess we just got some really good quarterbacks here. Saying something about Purdue.
How's his ball compared to Plummer's and Sinlar's?
Elijah, it's coming at you about 110, and it's going to probably break your thumbs when it goes through. But it's going to be on the money, and if you're ready to catch it, it's getting there. So that's what you got to be with Elijah. Plummer, he's putting it on the money too. He throws a fastball, but he can put air on it. Aiden is just a perfect spiral. Like you can just see it coming. It don't move. You can just see it coming and let it slide into your hands and then tuck it. It's good. And he can put air on it too. You've seen him throw downfield balls. So.
He's never been to Camp Randall. What's your biggest advice for him getting ready for this game?
Considering this will be my 3rd time at Camp Randall, I think it's him on the field. It's us. It's a crazy environment, crazy atmosphere. The jump around thing you were talking about, that's one of the best things of college football, I think, to be honest, because they have some energy there. But at the end of the day, it's just us on the field. So if you can wipe all that out and just focus on your job and play football, then you should have nothing to worry about.
Even though you guys were off last week, didn't play, do you still feel like the momentum of the those last two games are still, the vibe is still there for you guys?
Yeah. Winning those, we count those as great successes, but it's always on to the next one. So whether we had lost or won, I think we're still going to try to come as much as we can with some energy and fire into this next game, especially taking into consideration the opponent we have. But I think, winning those games, it does give us a little bit of extra motivation, maybe proves to people that we can do it, that you might have as an underdog or whatever your opinion is, but we're still going to come out and finish and play to the end.
Plus, you're still alive for a bowl game.
Exactly. It's very true.
Yeah, you got to win out, right?
Yes, sir.